Our paper is about diversity in the workplace. We will start off the video by interviewing two individuals for the project manager position at Tiffany & Company. The project manager position will include planning events for the internationally known jewelry company. We will then come together to evaluate the two applicants we previously interviewed by utilizing an example of a hiring matrix. Then we will conclude by deciding which applicant we are going to hire and explain why we picked this applicant.
Hi, Mr. Reyes. My name is Amanda Rashke. I'm going to be interviewing you today. How are you?
Pretty good, and you?
Good, thank you.
I brought my resume. You can see it.
Yes, please. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to start off by asking you a few questions. My first question is if you have any international experience.
Yes, I help manage a marketing firm in Venezuela.
Okay. Do you work well with others?
I actually work better independently because it gives me the opportunity to complete my work more efficiently.
This job requires a lot of traveling within and outside of the country. Are you willing to work with this?
Yes, I am.
To add to my previous question, are you able to travel at least once a month for up to a week's time?
Yes, I already travel frequently with my current job.
Okay. That is all the questions I have. Do you have any questions for me?
Oh, yes. How will my performance be critiqued?
Well, we will have a one-on-one performance appraisal at least twice during your probation period. And then after that, we will have it twice a year.
Okay.
Are those all the questions you have for me?
Yes.
Okay, it was a nice meeting with you. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Don't know why it's so hard. In the interview with Luis Reyes, Amanda Rashke, the HR manager, asked him several questions pertaining to the project manager position duties and tasks at Tiffany & Co. Luis responded with his international experience in Venezuela and also his willingness to travel for the job.
Hi, Mr. Cameron. My name is Amanda Rashke. I'll be interviewing you today. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
I have a resume for you.
Okay, thank you. Looks good. I'm going to start off by asking you a few questions. My first question is if you have any international experience.
No, I do not, but I have taken several international courses during my undergraduate studies.
Okay. Do you work well with others?
I work best in groups because I'm able to communicate effectively with others and incorporate ideas that others are able to elaborate on.
This job requires a lot of traveling within and outside of the country. Are you willing to work with this?
Yes, I am.
Okay. To add to my previous question, are you able to travel at least once a month for up to a week's time?
Yes, when I applied for this position, I expected to travel frequently.
Okay. Well, those are all the questions I have. Do you have any questions for me?
I do. What are some of the tasks that I'll need to complete while on the job?
Well, as a project manager, you have to plan, set up, and supervise the Tiffany & Company events that you will work. Are those all the questions you have for me?
Yes.
Okay, well that will conclude our interview. It was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you as well.
Have a good day.
Thank you, too.
Thanks.
In the interview with Jordan Cameron, Interviewer Amanda Rashke asked Jordan about his previous experience with international companies, as well as his work ethic and how it would relate to Tiffany and Company.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing well.
How did the interviews go today?
Well, I met with Luis Reyes and Jordan Cameron, and they both are very qualified applicants, but each of them has qualities that the other doesn't, so this is going to be a very hard decision.
So after meeting face to face and discussing with both the applicants, who do you feel would fit the position better?
Overall, I think Luis would, only because he's bilingual, so he'd be able to communicate with other parts of the company in other countries. But Jordan is a team player and is able to work well with others, so it's a hard one.
Well, let's go through the hiring matrix and see how they both lay out on this plan.
Okay.
Now for the bachelor's degree,
Do you have their resumes?
Yes, I do.
Jordan does have his bachelor's.
So does Luis.
And the GPA,
Of a 3.5.
Luis has a 3.6.
Jordan does not.
Alright, so Mark Luis, yes, Jordan, no, so I'm going to leave that blank.
Right.
Willingness to travel, I would say that was probably more during your interview.
Yes.
You did ask that. And Luis is definitely willing to travel, and he has traveled.
Did Jordan mention that he was willing to travel as well?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
So I will mark that as well. Strong communication and interpersonal skills.
Well, Jordan for sure has that on here.
Okay.
And did he portray that in the interview?
Jordan, yes.
What would you say about Luis? He doesn't really say anything on his resume,
No, I don't think he has strong communication and interpersonal skills.
right?
For the next one, the ability to work in teams as well as being a team player.
Jordan definitely has that in his resume with
Okay.
all his job experience.
So mark
And
that.
what was his answer to when you asked if he was a
Jordan's?
team player?
Yeah, he said that he was able to work in teams and was a team player, that he's done that frequently in his current job.
Awesome. And then Luis, because his resume doesn't really say anything.
No, he said he's more comfortable working alone than in teams.
I wouldn't mark him then, definitely.
Flexibility.
Well, Luis definitely looks flexible within his schedule. What were his answers like about traveling and such?
He said that he was able to travel and he's traveled in his current job multiple times.
Okay.
I would definitely put him as flexible then.
How about Jordan?
I'm not really seeing anything that stands out to me.
No? Did he say he was flexible at all during the interviews, or?
We didn't discuss that.
Okay, we'll leave just that one
Okay.
blank for now.
Keep information confidential.
On Luis's resume, it definitely says that he's had experience with that in his previous jobs.
As well as Jordan too.
So both candidates tie.
Yes. And international, definitely Luis.
Luis has that with his current job in Venezuela.
Okay. Especially because he is bilingual as well, so that adds to it.
Definitely.
And Jordan did not specify that he was bilingual.
What was his answer to when you asked if he had international?
Jordan's?
Yeah,
He said that he did not.
he didn't know. Yeah, then definitely not.
Ability to plan activities.
Well, Jordan does have that experience at his previous jobs.
As well as Luis,
Okay. That is a major
part of the job.
part of the job, yeah.
That is
If you don't have that, then shouldn't be applying. I guess.
agreed.
All right.
Okay, so looking this over, we see that they have tied a lot of the same things, but looks like that Luis has beat out Jordan in 1, 2, 3 slots, and Jordan has beat out Luis in only 2. So if we base our decision off of the hiring matrix, looks like Luis is our better candidate. What do you guys think?
I would agree with that.
I would have to agree that Luis is also the better option for our company as well.
Because he is bilingual, and since our company is international, it will help us communicate with other employers.
Customers and vendors as well.
So adding Luis to our diverse workforce will definitely be a positive advantage for us and help us stay competitive in our industry.
I agree.
I would definitely have to agree with that.
So we're going to
I mean, Jordan seemed great, but with being as international as we are and the travel, we really need someone who can speak different languages
Yeah.
and has the international experience. So I feel like that's really the driving force.
All right.
So we're going to go with Luis?
Yes, we are.
Sounds good.
Diversity is important to Tiffany and Company, not only for gender, but also for ethnicity. The global workforce for Tiffany, also the management, is mostly composed of women, whereas the senior management and board of directors are mostly composed of men. The ethnic diversity is 50% composed of white population, but there are also a significant amount of workers who are Hispanic and also Asian American. These two ethnicities alone make up 30% of the total population who work at Tiffany and Company.
After interviewing the 2 applicants and reviewing their strengths and weaknesses, we have decided to go with Luis Reyes. Luis shows strengths in foreign languages and also international experience. These diverse traits will help benefit our international company. We look forward to adding these competitive traits in this particular division to give our company a better advantage in the international jewelry industry.